Whispers float in empty halls. Footsteps echo down the walls. Shadows break where secrets lie. Every echo holds a hidden sign. Blow the trace along the crime, a hush that haunts the night, a fear that lives in light. Unravel lines of twisted lies. In the dark, the story waits unseen.
And here we go.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you something really weird. I decided to kind of go back to my old way of tracing the whole sign astrology. But no, these are air miles, so I don't really know how far it is in real life. I just think it's interesting, and I'm not really sure. So, I mean, when I say close community, like, you know, she's within the area. Like, she's not far off, hours away, any of that. But her third house stellium, which is movement, community, all of that, that is actually, it's interesting. I'll show you guys because it's just weird. And I'll tell you why it's weird, because literally, and I started a new map for this one. So do you guys remember in the reading where I got the horse races and the racetrack? It was weird because I was getting the horses like a week before, and I was just like, okay. So whenever I get stuff, I kind of like put in the back of my mind. But the very first thing that came in the auto rate was horse racing. And I just find it freaking weird that, and I don't know like where she could be in this area, right? The thing about the astrology lines is it's hard because you're working with air miles. All of the degrees, because of the third house, you would pull in closer. So if it's like 12, it'd be like 1.2. This one is like 3, so like 3 miles. But again, it's just in this direction, and I don't know like how far, because the air miles is always further. So that's what makes it confusing and harder on this end with the map. So I don't know if we like know anybody down there or anything, because this is really odd. I'll zoom it in for you and I'll show you. So I didn't do all the lines because they're just right next to each other. Her Aquarius stellium goes this direction, and this is the way that I was taught. I don't know if it's the actual way you do it, but I was taught you kind of trace the planets, and she could be on any of these planets, but this is where most energy goes. And I just find it weird that it goes around the racetrack and to the racetrack. And that was the very first thing that came in the reading, and I've never gotten that before, but I was getting horses before, and I didn't know why, right? I didn't even know it belonged to her. I've been by here to this Fantastics thing because I said I wanted to take Eli there, and I didn't know that this racetrack was here. It's just so weird. This is the horse racetrack. And I'm probably going to be like, holy crap, is that off of East River Road and First? There's a lot of houses and stuff through here. I don't know where she would be, because like we're getting kind of like private property, or like the edge of private property, or like the back of private property. You know, somewhere that's well hidden and easily hide somebody. Oh, my head is hurting. That's really weird. Interestingly enough, Tracy said she felt kind of sick here, and I didn't. There's a church here. Now I feel really weird here. It's really weird because my head just started hurting, guys. Like, seriously. I wasn't feeling that before. And I can't breathe. Like, I'm starting not to breathe. So, I think it's weird that literally, and there's no water in this river, by the way. It's just literally a, I always see the stone and I'm like, I got that in Idaho for. Just the random word stone. So every time I see that road, I'm like, well, Roger Road is there. What the hell? I didn't think she was, I don't know how far this is. I mean, maybe tell me how many miles this is. And Campbell goes right by there. Let's just weird. I don't know. So actually this isn't far from Campbell, so I don't know if we know anybody around this area or where to even look. Back of properties, I think she's well hidden. That's what makes it hard. And you guys, if you've seen the other readings, you know like where I'm talking about. I feel high all of a sudden. This is weird. This has got to be a relevant area because I wasn't feeling this a second ago. There is a line that kind of comes, I didn't draw it out, that kind of comes down here. So, I mean, there's a couple lines. I was always feeling this direction, which I kind of know why I was feeling west, but, that's just really weird to me. I can't breathe. The heck? I feel out of it. I feel like druggy. I feel like I can't breathe. My head started hurting. I felt like that by Glenn, but not. I've always kind of been pulled to this like lumber loss thing. I don't know if you guys even. I just realized I didn't have my mic. Hopefully you guys heard all that. It's just weird that Roger Road is right there again. I don't know if this is too far. And this doesn't mean that it's all the way by the racetrack, because you have to remember this is air miles, so it's going to be further. Okay, so we're looking at like from the chart, like the Pluto is 3 miles, the Sun would be like 1.2, Venus is like 1.8, Mercury is like 2.0, so it's all like around the same. I mean, because I feel she's closer because of the third. It's not like 12 or 18 like it's saying. It's like 1 point. Because that's kind of how it works depending on the rest of the chart. But I've heard different things. Like you can go by miles, you can't go by miles, whatever. That's how I was taught. When I did this for Elijah, he was on the Neptune line. He wasn't exactly where we drew the line to, but he was still on the line in the area. Her Neptune line, which is interesting, is 0 degrees. So in the 5th house, it's a lot of confusion, delusion, all of that. Things are not as they seem, basically. So I felt really weird on there. I think it's interesting that it goes by Campbell. I don't know if there's any construction down here or anything like that. I didn't even know the racetrack was here. Tracy's like, oh, I felt weird at the racetrack. And I'm like, what racetrack? So I had never seen it before. It's interesting, though. I don't know. I'm not feeling great for some reason. So I don't know about like this community right here. I don't know. There's something about just because all her, like she has a whole Aquarius stellium. This she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 planets in the 3rd house going in this direction. That's movement, but it's local movement. It's not far away movement. If it was far away, like hours or whatever, even all of this whole stellium would be in the 9th house, or there would be relevant markers in the 9th house. There's not. So it's not far movement, it's local movement, 5 miles at the most. But even these are cutting in like 3 miles and below if you do it that way. I don't even know if that's right. That's just the way I was taught back in the day. Because if you guys remember when I was doing Elijah's case, I was doing the lines. So I kind of went back to the old school way of that, trying to figure it out. So I was trying to go where the most energy was concentrated in the movement, which was the Aquarius stellium, which is interesting. It led to the racetrack. But it might not be exactly the racetrack because it's air miles. That's all I want to say. So I don't know. That's really odd to me. And like whenever we did it like this with Elijah, so it could be, she could be anywhere on these lines or 5 degrees either side. I'm not saying that it's like exactly on the line. It doesn't work like that because we're literally eyeing it when you draw it out. So I don't know. I don't feel good though. Like all of a sudden my head is like killing me. So I don't know if it would be like back of part, like she's hidden really well. That's the thing. Like deep dark down, hidden. So I don't know if someone relevant private property or just like really close to someone's back of private property. Something that's being changed. You have all the fields down here. I don't. It's just interesting. I don't feel right here. So I'm kind of with Tracy on that. I feel kind of jacked up. But I just wanted to put that out because I thought it was weird. I'm not saying that that's where she is or anything like that. Let me show you the... I hate that you can't see the... So it looks like the roads are like East River, North Campbell, you know, Evia, whatever, Foothills, North Ridge. It like goes from First all the way over to North Campbell and down to East River. So it'll make like this circle right here. I just wonder if that's why I got the racetrack besides someone bets there. That's just so odd. It's so odd. You know, maybe someone lives by the racetrack. It's just weird. Like I said, I don't feel right here. Huh. So interesting. Anyways, I just want to do that because I thought it was interesting. So that's all I have for now. Thanks, guys.